production of William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. So thank you so much for coming this evening. Please take this moment right now, turn off your cell phones or any other noise-making devices that you may have. There will be one 15-minute intermission during this show, so please don't leave once you see activity stopping on the stage. This production of Much Ado About Nothing, we are doing the full Shakespeare text right here. And next month, this cast is taking a shortened version of this show, cutting it down to a half hour to the Kilgore Shakespeare Festival. And it's actually the Texas Shakespeare Festival in Kilgore, Texas. So, one of the things that we are really asking you guys to do is that we thank you for coming, paying the ticket price here, but any extra donations that you can give us out there in the lobby at intermission to help pay for their trip to the Texas Shakespeare Festival would be greatly appreciated. And then, $5, $10, $15,000 would be greatly appreciated to help us out. So anything you can spare really would be incredibly helpful. So without further ado, please sit back, relax, and enjoy William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing.
I learned in this letter that Don Peter of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
He is very near by this. He was not 3 leagues off when I left him.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
Few of any sort, none of name.
I learn here that Don Peter hath bestowed much honor upon a young northerner named Claudio.
Much deserved on his part, and equally remembered by Don Pedro. He had borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing in the figure of a lamb the feast of a lion. He have better expectations than you must expect of me to tell you how.
He hath an uncle here in Messina that will be very glad to hear of it.
I pray you, is Monsieur Montanto returned from the wars or no?
I know none of that name, lady.
Who is he that you ask for, niece?
My cousin means Monsieur Benedict.
Oh, he is returned, and as pleasant as he ever was.
I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed? For indeed I promise ye all of his killing.
He hath done good service in these wars, lady.
You had a musty victual, and he hath hoped to eat it. He is a very valiant trencherman. He hath an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady. But what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man, stuffed with all the honorable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man, but for the stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must not, madame, mistake my niece. For there is a kind of merry war betwixt Monsieur Benedict and herself. They have never met in person, but there is a skirmish of wit between them.
Who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
He is in the company of the most right noble Claudio.
Oh, God. He will hang on him like a disease. He's sooner caught than the pestilence and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio. If he have caught the Benedict, it will cost him £1,000 ere be cured.
I will hold friends with you, lady.
Do, friend.
Niece, will you ever run mad?
No, not till a hot January.
Don Pedro's approach!
Good Leonardo, you come to meet your trouble. The fashion of the world is to avoid cost, and yet you encounter it.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter?
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
No, Monsieur Benedict, for then you were a child.
You haven't fooled now, Benedict. We might guess by this that truly, as the lady fathers herself. Be happy, lady, for you are like a good and honorable father.
Well, if Monsieur Leonardo be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders for all of Messina, for like him as she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Monsieur Benedict. Nobody marks you.
What, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
It is defeated, Monsieur Benedict. Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you are in her presence.
Courtesy is a turncoat and a good continuer, but it is certain that I am loved of all ladies. Only you accepted. I would I could find in my heart that I am not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women. They else would have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I'd rather hear a dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
Ah, keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall escape such a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, since we're such a face as yours were.
Well, you are a rare pair of teachers.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
Would I could that my horse had the speed of your tongue and a good continuer, but keep in your way, in God's name, I am done.
You always end with a jade trick. I know you of old.
This is the sum of all, Leonardo. Monsieur Claudio, Monsieur Benedict, my dear friend Leonardo hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay at least a month. And he heartily prays that some occasion may detain us longer. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but he prays from the heart.
If you will not swear, my lord, you will not be forsworn. I bid you welcome. Being reconciled to the prince your brother, I owe you all duty. I thank you. I am not of many words, but I thank you. Please, at your grace, lead on.
Your hand, Leonardo, we shall go together.
Monsieur Benedict, didst thou note the daughter of Monsieur Leonardo?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Would you question me as an honest man should do for my simple and true judgment, or would you have me speak after my custom as being a professed tyrant to their sex?
I pray thee, speak in sober judgment.
Why, I think that she is too low for a high praise, too little for a great praise, but only these accommodations could I afford her, that if she were other than she were, she would be unhandsome, but being that she is no other, I do not like her.
Yes, I am a lord. I pray thee, tell me how thou likest her.
Would you buy after you acquire her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yes, and a case to put it into.
My eyes, she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. But I do hope that thou have no intent to turn husband. Have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary, if Hero would be my wife.
It's come to this? Shall I never see a bachelor a free score again? Go to with thy wit and thrust thy neck into a yoke and wear the print of it and sign away Sundays, for Don Pedro has returned to seek you.
What secret hath held you that you followed not to Leonardo's?
I would your grace would constrain me to tell.
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
On my allegiance, Marcus, on my allegiance. He is in love. Now, with whom, that is your grace's parts. But mark how short his answer is. With Hero, Leonardo's short daughter.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither know how she is worthy nor feel how she should be loved. But is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me and that I will die in it at the stake?
Thou was ever an obstinate heretic, even in despite of beauty.
And never could maintain his part, but in the force of his will.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she likewise brought me up, I give her most humble thanks. But hang my bugle and invisible baldricks and wear the print of it, for I will live a bachelor. All women shall pardon me.
I shall see thee, ere the day I die, look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord. Not with love.
Well, you temporize with the hour. In the meantime, prepare to Leonardo's. Commend me to him. Tell him I will not fail him at supper, for indeed he hath made great preparation.
I have almost mattered enough in me for such an embarsage. But I commit you, examine your conscience, and so I leave you.
My liege, your highness now may do me good.
My love is thine to teach, but teach it how?
Oh, my lord, when we went onward on this ended action, I looked on her with a soldier's eye and had a rougher task at hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now that we have returned and more thoughts have left their places vacant, in their rooms come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young hero is, saying that I liked her ere I went to wars.
Thou will be like a lover presently. If thou dost love fair hero, cherish it.
How sweetly you'd minister to love, but lest my liking may too sudden seem, I would have salved it with a longer treatise.
What needs thee? Bridge much broader than the flood. Lo, I will fix thee with the remedy. I know there shall be reveling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise, and tell fair hero that I am Claudio, and in her bosom I'll unclasp my heart, and take her herein prisoner with the force of strong encounter and my amorous tale. And then with her father I will break. In conclusion, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it presently.
What's the good year, my lord? Why are you thus out of such a sad?
There is no occasion in the measure that breeds, therefore the sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I have heard it, what blessing brings it?
It's not a present remedy, at least a patient sufferance.
I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause, and smile at no man's jest. Eat when I have stomach, sleep when I am drowsy, and tend on no man's business. Laugh when I am merry, and claw no man in his humor.
Nay, you must not reach full show of it until you may do without concealment. You have of late stood out against your brother, and he has taken humility to his grace. It is needful that you frame the season for your own purpose.
I had rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. And it better fits my blood to be the stain of all than to fashion a carriage, to rob love from any. For I am a plain, dealing villain. If I had my mouth, I would bite. If I had my liberty, I would do my liking. In the meantime, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me. Who comes? Braccia, what news?
I came from yonder from a great supper. The prince your brother is being royally entertained by Leonato, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
And who is he but a fool that betroths himself to unquietness?
Very, it is your brother's right hand.
Who, the most exquisite Claudio?
Even he.
A proper squire. And who, which way looks he?
Marion Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato.
A very froward March chick. How came you of this?
As I was smoking in a musty room, comes me, the prince, and Claudio, hand in hand in sad marriage. I looked me around the fountain and heard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and having obtained her, give her to Claudio.
Come thither. This may prove food to my discontent. And you are both sure and will assist me?
To the death, my lord.
Shall we to the great supper? Let's prove what's to be done.
Will await your lordship.
Was Count John not in at supper?
I saw him not. How hardly that gentleman looks.
He is of a very melancholy disposition.
Then half of Count John's melancholy in Monsieur Benedict's face, and half of Monsieur Benedict's tongue in Count John's mouth.
With a good leg and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse. Such a man could win any woman in the world if he could get her goodwill.
By my faith, she is too cursed.
Too cursed is more than cursed. I shall lessen God's sending that way. For it is said, God sent a cursed cow short horns. But to a cow too cursed, he sends none.
So by being too cursed, God will send you no horns.
Just if he will send me no husband, for the which blessing I am at him upon my knees every morning and evening.
You may light on a husband that hath no beard.
He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. He that hath a beard is not for me. He that hath no beard, I am not for him. Therefore I will even take 6 pence in earnest of the bear ward, and deliver his apes into hell.
Well then, go you into hell also?
No, but to the gate, and there will the devil meet me like an old cuckold, and say, Get you to heaven, Beatrice, get you to heaven. Here's no place for you, maids. So deliver I up my apes and away to St. Peter's to the heavens. He shows me where the bachelors sit, and there live we as merry as the day is long.
Well, niece, I do hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
No, not till God makes men of some other metal than earth.
Daughter, remember what I told you, and if the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer.
I have a good eye, uncle. I can see a church by daylight.
Sister, make good room. The revelers are entering.
Why would you like me?
So not I, for your own sake, for I have many ill qualities. I say my prayers aloud.
The hearers may cry. Amen.
God match me with a good dancer.
Amen.
And God keep him out of my sight when the dance is done. Answer.
More words. Let us get that.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you never pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
Then I was disdainful, and that I had my good wish from the 100 merry tales. This was Monsieur Benedict that said so.
What is he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Oh, not I, believe me.
Have he never made you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. None but libertines delight in him. The commendation lies not in his wit, but in his villainy, for he both pleases men and angers them. So they laugh at him and beat him. I'm sure he isn't clean.
When I know the gentleman, I will tell him what you say.
Do.
Surely my brother is not here, and you have withdrawn your father to break with him about this.
That is Claudio. I know him by his hearing.
Are you not Monsieur Benedict?
You know me well. I am he.
Monsieur, you are very near my brother in his love. I pray you to save him from Hero. He is no equal for his birth. You will do the part of an honest man in it.
How know you well, sir?
I heard him swear his affection.
So did I too, and you swore that you would marry her tonight.
Let us to the banquet.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedict, but hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so, the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all things save the office and affairs of love. This is an accident of hourly proof which I mistrusted not. Farewell, therefore, hero.
Count Claudio?
Yea, say,
Come, will you walk with me?
whither?
Ever to the next willow about your business, County. Come, how will you wear the fashion of the garland up around your neck like a usurer's chain or under your arm like a lieutenant's scarf? You must wear it one way, for the prince has got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Wait, you think that the prince would exert you thus?
I pray you, leave him.
Alas, poor birds fell. And now will you creep into Sages? For that my lady Beatrice should know me, and not know me, the prince's fool? And maybe that I go under that title because I am married. Well, I will be revenged as I may.
Monsieur Benedict, where's the count? Did you see him?
Troth, my lord, I found him as melancholy as a mourner in a lodge. I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace got the good will of this young lady.
What's his case?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy who, being overjoyed when he finds a bird's nest, shows it to his companion and he steals it.
I will but teach them to sing and return them to the owner.
If they're singing, answer your saying.
The lady Beatrice has quarreled with me. The man that danced with her told her she is much wronged by you.
She misused me past the endurance of a block. She told me nothing and that I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester. She said that I was duller than a great thorn. She speaks poignards and every word stabs. If her breath was as terrible as her termination, there would be no living near her. She would infect to the North Star. I would not marry her, even though she would have been endowed with all that Adam Bad had left behind, and he transgressed. But talk not of her.
Look, here she comes.
Will your grace command me to any service to the world's end? I will go now, on the slightest errand to the antipodes that you can advise me on. I will fetch you a toothpick from the furthest edge of Asia, rather than hold 3 words conference with that harpies. Have you no employment for me?
None much desire your good company.
This is a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady's tongue.
Come, lady, come. You have lost the heart of Monsieur Benedict.
Indeed, my lord. He lent me it a while, and I gave him good use for it.
Now put him down, lady. Put him down.
I have brought Count Claudio, whom he sent me to seek.
Ah, now, Count. Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then? Sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad nor sick, nor merry nor well, but civil Count. Civil as an orange with something of that jealous complexion.
Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thine aid. Fair hero is I have broke with her father, and his good will obtain. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take thee of my daughter, and with my fortunes. Grace say amen to it. Grace hath made the match.
Ye Count is your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I'm but little happy if I can say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours.
The cousin, or if you cannot stop his mouth with a kiss, and let not him speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord, I thank it. Poor fool, it keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart. Good Lord for alliance. Thus goes everyone into the world but I, and I am sunburned. So I will sit in a corner and cry, hi-ho for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you.
I'd rather one of your father's getting. Hath your grace never brother like you? Your father had excellent husbands for me come by them.
Will you have me, lady?
No, my lord. Unless I might have another for working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech your grace, pardon me. I was born to speak on mercy and no matter.
Your silence most offends me, and to be merry best become you for. Out of the question, you were born on a merry hour.
No, my lord. My mother cried, but then there was a star danced, and under that I was born. Cousins, God give you joy.
Niece, will you look to those things I told you of?
I pray you mercy, uncle, by your grace, pardon.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
There is little of the melancholy element in her. My lord, my daughter hath often told me she will dream of unhappiness and wake herself with laughing.
She could not endure to hear tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for him. Benedict.
My lord, if they were but a week married, they would have talked themselves mad.
Count Claudio, when mean you go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord, time goes on crutches to love have all his rights.
Not till Monday, my dear son, which is hence just the time to have all questions answered in my mind.
Here, Claudio, the time shall not go dully by us. I will, in the interior, undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Monsieur Benedict and Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection with one another. I would fain have it a match if you three would but minister such assistances as I shall give you direction.
My lord, though it cost me 10 nights watching, I'm for you.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero.
I will do any modest office, my lord, to bring my cousin to a good husband.
I will teach you how to humor your cousin that she falls in love with Benedict, and I, with your help, will do the same on Benedict that he falls in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer, and his glory shall be ours, for we are the only loved gods. Go with me, and I will tell you my dreams.
It is so, Count Claudio will marry the daughter of Leonardo.
Okay, my lord, nothing crosses.
Any bar, any cross, any impediment shall prove medicinable to me, for I am sick in displeasure toward him, and whatsoever comes his affection great, even to his mind. How canst thou cross it?
Honestly, my lord, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in you.
Tell me briefly how.
I think I told your lordship years since how much I remember Margaret, the lady that lived in Piero.
I remember.
I can ask any unthinkable incident of the night, a pointer to look out at her lady's chamber.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison that lies in you is
I will presently go learn the day of the marriage.
I do much wonder that one man, seeing how another man is a fool when he dedicates his behavior to love, well, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies, another become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man as Claudio, I would have known when there was no music in him but the drum and the fife. And now, would he rather hear the tabor or the pipe? I would have known when he would have walked 10 miles afoot to see a good armor. And now will he lie 10 nights awake, carving the fashion of a new doublet. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose like an honest man and a soldier. And now turns to orthography. His very words are a fantastical banquet, just so many strange dishes. Can I be so converted with my eyes? I cannot tell, I think not. But love may transform me into an oyster. I take my oath on it. Until he hath made an oyster of me, he shall never make me such a fool. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another is wise, yet I am well. Another is virtuous, yet I am well. But until all these graces be in one woman shall not come into my grace. Rich she shall be, that is certain. Wise or own none, virtuous or own never cheapen her. Fair or come not near me. Noble or not I, for an angel of good discourse, and an excellent musician, and her hair shall be of what color it is that pleases God. The Prince and Monsieur Love. I will hide me behind the mountain.
Come, shall we hear this music?
Oh, how still the morning is, as such on purpose, to grace harmony.
See you where Benedict hath hid himself?
Oh, very well, my lord. The music ended, we'll fit the kid fox with a pennyworth.
Come, Bernadette. We hear that song again.
Oh, good my lord, hast not such bad a voice to slander music any more than once.
It is the witness still of excellency. I pray thee, sing, and let me woo no more.
Because you talk of wooing, I will sing. Since many lure doth commence his suit, to her he thinks not worthy, yet he woos, yet he swear he loves.
I pray thee, come. Or wilt thou hold over argument? Do it in notes.
Note this before my notes. There's not a note of mine that's worth the noting.
Why, these are the very crotchets that she speaks. Notes forsooth, and nothing.
Sigh no more, lady, sigh no more. If men were deservers ever, one foot on
Benedict fell, would have been a dog. They would have held her if she would have pouted thus.
Yea, Mary, dost thou hear Bernadette? I pray thee, get us some excellent music for tomorrow night. We would have it at Lady Hero's chamber window.
The best I can, my lord.
Do so. Farewell. Come hither, Leonato! What was it you told me of your niece today, that she was in love with Monsieur Benedict?
Stog on, the foul sits. I did never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should dote on Monsieur Benedict, when all our behaviors she seemed to abhor.
It's possible? Since the wind in this corner?
I cannot tell what to think of it, but that she loves him with an arranged affection that's past the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Oh God, counterfeit. Never came there counterfeit so near the like of passion as she discovers it.
What effects of passion shows she?
Well, this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? She will sit you. You heard my daughter tell us how.
She did indeed.
How? You amaze me. I had thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
I had sworn it had, especially against Benedict.
I should think this a goal, but that the old man with the cane speaks it?
You have tamed the affection. Hold it up.
Hath she made her affection known to Benedict?
No, and she swears she never will. That's her torment.
This is true indeed. So your daughter said,
Shall I? If so often carried him with scorn, I dreamed I love him.
This says she. When she's beginning to write, there she will sit in her smock till she have writ a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us all.
they talk of a sheet of paper. I remember a pretty jest your daughter told us of.
That when she had read it and was reading it over, she found Benedict and Beatrice between the sheet.
That.
Oh, then she tore the letter into 1,000 halfpence and railed at herself.
Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, and cries,
Oh, sweet Benedict! God, give me patience!
She doth indeed.
It were good that Benedict knew of it by some other, if she will not discover it. Oh!
to what end? Good would make sport at it and torment the poor lady worse.
She is an excellent, sweet lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
In all things but in loving Benedict.
Oh, my lords, I am sorry for her, as I have just caused, being her uncle and guardian.
I pray you, tell Benedict and hear what it will say.
Were it good, think you?
Well, Hero thinks surely she will die, if he love her not, and she will die ere she make her love known. Oh, and she will die, if he woo her, rather than make one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She doth well. If she should make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. For the man, as you all know, hath a contemptible spirit. Well, I am sorry for your niece. Shall I go see Benedict and tell him of her love?
Never tell them, my lord. Her wear it out with good counsel.
Nay, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
Well, you will hear further by your daughter. Let it cool a while. I love Benedict well. I wish he could modestly examine himself to see how unworthy he is of such a good lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If you do not dote on her upon this, I will never trust my expectation.
But the same that be said for her, that your daughter and her gentlewoman must carry. Let us send her to call him to dinner.
This can can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. It seems her affection for me have got them full bent. Love me? Why? It must be requited. I hear how I am censured. They say that I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that she would rather die than give any signs of affection. I must not seem proud. Happy are they to hear that their restrictions they can be put to mending. They say the lady is fair, 'tis the truth I can bear witness, and virtuous I cannot reprove it, but wise? I mean, by my troth, for loving me, it is no addition to her wit nor greater argument on her, for I will be horribly in love with her. I may perchance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me. But that's because I've been railed so long against marriage. A man loves the meat of his youth that he cannot endure in his age, and shall these quips and sentences and paper bullets of the brain over a man from his career and humor?